Hey, what's up guys? It's Rachel and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am a part-time reseller on sites like eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. And it's the beginning of August 2021, so I'm going to share with you today my top 10 most profitable sales for July 2021. Now, I do typically pretty good business on my platforms, but I don't share with you every single sale because I am a volume seller. And so I sell a lot of the same kind of things over and over. Not really spectacular profits or anything, but it all adds up for me. I'm focused mostly on quick flips, but I do occasionally come across items that end up being really good pickups that are worth mentioning. And so that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to take you through what the item is. I'll put them over here on the side. I'll tell you what it is, how much I paid for it, where I got it, how much it was listed for, and how much I sold it for, and how long I had it for. So let's get started with item number 10. This is this black blazer from Eileen Fisher, and I like picking up Eileen Fisher. Usually I don't pick up blazers unless they're a brand that The Real takes, but career wear is starting to kind of make a comeback with people returning to the office. So I decided to give this a shot. It was $6.99 at my local Goodwill. That is the going rate for blazers and jackets. My local Goodwill does blanket pricing. So $6.99 for the blazer. I actually only had it listed for 1 week. It sold on Mercari for $40 and the buyer paid shipping. So my profit was $25. The next item is this Elizabeth and James black blazer. Again, another blazer. I don't find Elizabeth and James often, and quite frankly, this was an older tag, but I decided to take a chance on it anyway, just based on style. It was a long line blazer and the fabric content was wool, so I knew it was good quality. $6.99, I picked it up. It did sit for a little while. I listed it at the end of May and it sold on July 20th, but I still sold it for $50 with free shipping on Poshmark. Again, approximate profits of $25.56. Sounds good to me, right? The next one is a linen top from the brand Flax, which I see a lot of people say really good things about this brand. I only found it one other time before, and it had a flaw that I didn't realize, and the person left me a bad rating. So I was like kind of unsure about picking this up. Actually, I couldn't even tell if it was men's or women's, to be honest. I think I showed it in one of my previous hauls, and you guys told me it was definitely women's because they don't make men's shirts, but I listed it as a men's medium just because it looked way too big to be a women's medium. I paid $5.99 for it, and it was listed only less than a week. It sold for $40 on Poshmark. The buyer paid shipping. My profit was $26. And actually the person left me a really nice review and a love note that said they love the top. So I'm going with final answer. It was a men's medium and it was a good pickup. The next one, number 7, are these Maryland straight jeans from Not Your Daughter's Jeans. Now these were $7.99 at my Goodwill. Blanket price for jeans is $7.99. I don't usually pick up jeans for $8. It's a little high cost of goods unless it's something really worth picking up. And so I took a chance on these Not Your Daughter's Jeans. They were plus size, a size 20W, and they were listed almost 8 weeks, but I did get $40 out of them on Poshmark on $45 on eBay, and my profit was $28. So I'm totally good with that. Number 6 are these National Park sandals from Chaco. They must have just put these out at my Goodwill. I found 2 pair of Chacos that day. They were both the same size. They were a men's 12. Paid $5.99. That's my blanket price for shoes at Goodwill. And I listed them for $60. I took an offer of $50. They were listed just over a week. They weren't in the best condition either, I have to add. I did have to really kind of scrub the footbeds. They were all dirty, and the rope, or like the top part that goes over the foot, I can't think of, but it was like a canvas, And I really had to clean that up. So they weren't in the greatest shape, but I still got $50 for them on Poshmark, profiting $34. So that was awesome. The number 5 and number 4, this is totally disappointing, and I don't actually have most of this money, but I wanted to share with you the actual sales themselves. Package number 5 and number 4, if you follow me on Instagram, I mixed up these two packages because they sold on the same day. And one was a Facebook Marketplace sale, and the other one was a Poshmark sale. I switched the labels when I was shipping by accident. The person who got the Poshmark order accepted the order and like left me 5 stars. It was fine. They never said anything. The Facebook buyer, though, messaged me and was like, this isn't what I ordered. But because I got no response out of the Poshmark buyer and they just accepted the order and just moved on, like I couldn't get a hold of them to try to get it back. And anyway, so number 5 were these cycle shoes, and the brand was Pearl Izumi. I picked these up just because I like indoor cycling and I could tell right away what they are. They've got the cleats on the bottom, so they clip into the pedal. And I knew right away people, you know, that are serious about cycling, they need those shoes. And so picked those up for $5.99. Those were listed about 5 weeks, and they sold on Facebook Marketplace for $55. So it was actually a really good sale, $38 profit. And then number 4 are these black boots. They were Fry boots, mid-calf. I got these in a thread-up shoebox. My average cost for that box was $6.86. They did sell for $70 free shipping on Poshmark. The profit would have been $41.69. Those were listed a while. I listed those back in March, and they took till July to sell. They were a smaller size, a 7.5, and they were vintage, or at least pretty old. So I expected that those were going to sit a while, but I did eventually take the offer of $70. What ended up happening, so the guy that got the boots, so the guy that ordered the shoes got the boots, and he wanted me to ship him send him a prepaid label to ship him back to me. I decided not to do that just because it would have cost me $15 for the label. I don't know that he's actually going to send them back to me or what he would have sent back to me. So I really didn't want to pay $15 for a label to get the boots back, to have them sit here for another 6 months or take that chance. I just said that he could keep them, and I refunded him the money. So I was out the $55 that I would have got for those cycle shoes. I was out the $12 I think that it cost me to ship those shoes to him because I offered him free shipping. And technically I'm out the cost of the boots. I mean, I still have the money for the Fry boots because that person gave me 5 stars, so those funds were released. So I guess it's not the worst. I feel bad. I feel like that person just like never opened the box and just rated. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to share with you the sales themselves because they were good sales. I didn't want to take them off the list. So that was number 5 and number 4. Number 3 are Levi's orange tab jeans. It was my first time finding these. I was so excited. We were in Florida visiting my fiance's parents, and I went thrifting out there. It was this little hole in the wall, little dinky little thrift store. And there was not much in there. There's not many people in there. And I happened to find a few, like I think I only bought 4 things that day, but these were one of them. Anyway, they were $5.59. I listed them for $59.99 on eBay. They sold a little over a week. I got full asking price, $59.99. And the profit was $42. So orange tab Levi's, definitely, if you find them, pick them up. These were in pretty good condition, but even if they're not, I would say still, depending on your cost of goods, pick those up. Number 2, I definitely paid up for these. I took a chance. I don't pay this much for anything, but I'm glad I did because it's number 2 on my list of most profitable sales, even as much as as I paid for them. These are the Farini boots I got at my local Goodwill, who normally charges $5.99, well, sometimes $6.99 for boots, but $5.99 for shoes. These were listed for $29.99. I think like they knew they were worth something. Normally when they are gonna price stuff up, they put them in the case. They don't leave them out on the floor. But anyway, these were out on the floor, $29.99. As soon as I picked them up, I could tell they were something good. So when I looked up comps, I decided they were gonna be worth taking the chance of paying that much. They were only listed 4 days. I got an offer, actually no, I listed them at full $119 was my asking price. They sold at the full $119 on Poshmark. So my profit, even though I paid $30 for these boots, my profit was still $65. So little piece of advice here for me to you guys. I know it can be scary, and I know it's like, it's hard to take risks on things you don't know about, but you know, sometimes it is worth paying up for stuff because the profit is there. I'm trying to get better about doing it. It's still a little out of my comfort zone, but it's one of those things, like if you look it up and you think it's really worth picking up, don't be afraid to pick it up if you can. You know, if it's, I know $30, I can't spend $30 on every item I pick up. It's just too much, but occasionally it might be worth looking into. The Goodwill employees might be onto something by pricing things up. Sometimes they're not, and we know that too, but sometimes it's still worth it. Anyway, number one, this is no surprise, guys. Out of my Robert Graham Boutique by the box, which continues to exceed 1,000,001 expectations, I go watch the video for this box. I was excited when I opened this box. I think it came with 10 pieces, and literally every single What Sold video I've done for the past 4 months has had one of the pieces from this box as my number one most profitable sale. So this was the Too Faced short sleeve shirt. It was like a tropical fun printed shirt, and the total cost, or the average cost of goods from that box, was $20 for each item. I listed it at $149. It did sit for a little while. I listed all that stuff at the end of May, but I sold it for $120 on eBay, making my profit $76. So I think I can't wait to do the recap on that box. We're not quite at 90 days on that one, but I mean, I still have a couple of those shirts left, and I have more than like tripled my money, and I still have a couple. I haven't even sold them all. So that was definitely a good pickup. But there you have it. That is all 10 items. I had a pretty good month for July, especially with items that sold kind of high, even though historically July is one of my slower months. So I'm happy to report these kind of awesome sales. How were your sales in July? Let me know. Did you guys find that you had some good sales this month, or was it kind of slow for you? I know it kind of depends because it's summer and it tends to be a little slow. So I would love to hear how you guys did for July. Also, if you like to see unboxing videos or what sold videos, or I share my thrift hauls, please consider subscribing. You have made it this far into my video, and if you're still watching, you might as well just subscribe, right? I mean, I would love to have you again in another video. I love sharing my reseller life with you all on here. So drop me a like if you found this helpful, and I will catch you in the next one.